Everyone, how are you doing today? So, if you follow this channel for any length of time, you know that someone I follow quite regularly is Warren Buffett. Well, he had his live stream today, and while I didn't see all of it, at least I didn't see all of it live, I did take a fair amount of notes from the session. And the first one's kind of a biggie. A lot of folks have been debating what Warren Buffett, what Berkshire Hathaway is doing with their airline stakes. Going into the quarter, they had 10% of American, 9.2% of Delta, 10.1% of Southwest, and 7.6% of United. Well, we got our answer today. He sold 100% of his stake in airlines. You can tell he knew that was going to hit the airlines hard. He went out of his way to say that the CEOs of those four airlines did nothing wrong. This once in a lifetime event was nothing somebody can plan for. But basically, in his words, there are too many planes. He doesn't expect airline travel, as far as miles flown, to get anywhere close to 2019's peak. And he didn't come out and say much more than that, but when he comes out and said there are too many planes, that means consolidation. That means he doesn't know the business. And the fact that he sold all four, right? It wasn't like Delta was his favorite. No, he sold them all. That's, I'm guessing all the airlines suffer early Monday morning when the market opens. A lot of folks are in these stocks because they feel good being involved because Warren Buffett is involved. Again, American 10% gone. Delta 9.2% sold. Southwest 10.1 sold. 7.6% United sold. The other thing that's the takeaway is that Warren Buffett hasn't been participating in the stock market with new acquisitions. A lot of us have talked about and wondered, did we already hit the bottom? We've already had a rebound of 20 some odd percent. We're 12% from the peak. Well, Warren Buffett, arguably the greatest investor of our lifetime, has not been participating. He's been a net seller. He's been raising cash. I think that means something. When Warren Buffett is raising cash and is not participating in this bounce, some of you are going to say he's an old man and doesn't get it. To those I say, look at his track record. Come on, let's be at least respectful. But yeah, he went on to say that once they make a decision to buy something, they buy a lot, and then when they decide to sell, they sell it. They don't nibble, they don't trim positions. They get in, they get out. So it's frankly the wrong business to be in, and he sold them all. That's going to hurt, I think, on Monday. The other thing is Warren Buffett went out of his way to say that nothing can stop the American economy. He said that we've faced greater problems in the past. The American miracle, the American magic, has always prevailed. He's very optimistic about the American economy. He talks continuously about betting on the American economy. It's going to be much stronger in 5 to 10 years. Very, very nicely done. So he did talk a lot about exactly right. The thing that he did talk about is he is looking for that gorilla purchase or that big one. He says he just hasn't seen anything yet. And I think that goes back to things we've talked about on this channel during the week, that a lot of the big companies that would normally be in trouble, think financial crisis trouble, like Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, GE, who all came to Warren Buffett to raise cash and gave warrants. The bond market is open for business. The Fed is basically bring all the junk to me, I'll buy it. So I think what you've seen, at least here in the first 8 weeks of this environment, is people are just raising capital. They're raising more debt, not equity. Unfortunately, companies that are raising debt in this, sorry about that, my internet went out for a second, so hopefully it's back. So what I was saying again, I wish Warren Buffett would be out talking more. Again, he does a great job of making us feel better. Maybe it's just me. but I like hearing his thoughts on the American economy, where we're going with this, the fact we've faced greater problems, reference World War II and the Cuban Missile Crisis and the dot-com and 9/11, and we're going to get through this. So, and then again, I think the fact that he's found nothing that's attractive to buy is a sign of how we're trying to stop this. There's got to be a price to pay for all this junk loans we're doing. And I just think a lot of people can raise debt today at relatively cheap rates, and that's going to have a downside. So it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens Monday. I would expect the airlines to get hammered. I think a lot of people are in them because Warren Buffett's in them. And now he is out. He has sold his position. He has closed the door and is on to something else. So, and then the other thing, the fact that he raised cash, he's not participating in this bounce. I don't know. That's just another sign for me to watch. So, and again, he's got a huge business that he can pull data from, so he knows what's going on at the American consumer level, right? Sees Candy, for example. Yeah, it's just interesting times. All right, everyone. I just wanted to share with you what I took from Warren Buffett's investor call. Oh yeah, the bear market rally. That's exactly what we're in. This thing is yeah, it's over. It's tired. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye.